Hey everybody, Tommy Dunkhaus, messing about with the Datsun stanza again today. Now, I've got a couple of nephews, they're all good lads, they're all around about 13 years old, and they've got a good mate as well. And I'm always looking for good opportunities to teach them something. So when this car came to me, I thought this is absolutely perfect. So yesterday they came to my workshop and I taught them how to do a full service. We replaced spark plugs. They learned how to gap a spark plug and chuck that in. We did an oil change on it. So yeah, we spent the day doing that service. They also learned how to bleed the brakes. So I had them working together as a really good team and they did a great job. So pumping the pedal and on each corner, and we flushed the entire system of all the old brake fluid. So we got fresh brake fluid to all the brakes, and the young lads did a good job bleeding the brakes. Well done. So after that, we had that issue where the car wouldn't continue to run. So let's have a look under the engine bay and I'll sort of show you what we got up to there. So with fuel being poured into the carby, the car would run, but it wouldn't run on its own. I thought it might have been a blocked fuel filter. So we took the cover off and we started at the carby. This bolt here was loose. This tube here was perished. So straight away we had issues. You can sort of see here where it's been leaking. So tightened that, replaced that, which brought me down to here. I disconnected this hose and I just put a container full of fluid, and as we turn the motor over, this is the fuel pump here, sorry, so the fuel pump runs off the camshaft on this, a mechanical fuel pump. With the container there, it was pumping fuel, so I knew that my fuel pump was working. I put a new fuel filter on. Still no luck with all that, still couldn't get it to run, so then we disconnected the hose that leads into the fuel tank and we blew the line out with compressed air. Bit of crap came out. Wasn't ideal, but it was free. And then I found the tank was the issue. So I'll show you how I cleared that. So after chasing all those issues, the pickup in the fuel tank is blocked. That's what the problem is. So I can't get any fuel out of this line here. Now I jammed a heap of different bits of MIG wire in that, ended up with TIG wire, and I was literally, with the world's biggest hammer, having to hammer the TIG wire to try and get it clear. Bit of throttle body cleaner, whole heap of air. Long story short, we now have a clear line in the fuel tank. So that was the issue. We found it. This is what happens when cars sit around for a long time. You end up with just silly things like this. Anyway, that's clear. Let's get it back in the car and we should be ready to drive it out at a paddock and have a bit of a laugh. So let's get in the car. I've had these wheels for about 8-9 years now. They came on my AE86 when I bought it. They're nothing mental, but I like them. They're just a nice little size and a good looking wheel. And I held on to them for a long time rather than selling them because I was kind of hoping that I would have a reason to use them. And here it is. So we had to go get some special nuts because I don't have any that were this style to suit Nissan threads. So it's on its own wheels now, matching set. 14s by, I think they're like 6.5 or something, no idea on the offset, but they sit quite nice. I'm actually really happy with how they sit. It's been great being able to work with the nephews and teach them something, and that was their first service on a car. But what I really want to do is I want to let them drive it. They're 13 years old. I remember when I was 13, that'd be the most awesome thing ever, is being able to drive a car. So I'm going to get underneath this thing, put some oil in the gearbox, flush the radiator out. Hopefully we can get it up and running, and we'll take it out to a paddock and actually let the lads get in there and drive their very first manual car and have a bit of a laugh. So let's get those things sorted and see if we can get it on a trailer. So you can't just fill up a radiator and put the cap back on. You've got to make sure that the water's completely running through the entire system, and that the thermostat, once it gets up to temperature, normally about 89-90 degrees, cracks open and all the fluid is running through the entire motor. Because if you've got an airlock in the motor, there's no coolant in there, you'll overheat your car straight away. So we've got to start the car up now, let it warm up, and we want to see the water flowing through the system. going to be a good little car. Oh, didn't like that. So there it is, she's all ready to go. We'll take it out to a paddock, young lads can learn how to drive it, and we'll just have a bit of fun. Hopefully we don't break it, and if the first outing goes fairly well, then we'll take it from there. But yeah, what a little weapon. Let's go have some fun.
I'm going to turn your letterbox. Yay, the Datsun's running! Slide it.
Ew! Oh! Ew! Drive it, 80! Yeah! Driving car, buddy. Ew! Love it.
I want to floor it. This is actually really easy.
Yeah.
I mean, the gear shifting will probably be a lot harder.
Oh, dude, you did great. You got it moving off the line, no dramas. Ew! Now hard left. Keep going, keep going. Yeah,
Well,
now right, now right.
Dragging.
It's alright. Alright, one more lap. You like the air one? Dude, you're all over it. All over it. Very nice. I like your car control. All right, let's do one more lap.
This is probably the fastest I've ever gone.
Go a little bit quicker. Lead on it. Yeah.
I reckon I went
Now,
30.
hard left, hard left. tight corner, that one. Yeah, now right. Now accelerate. There you go. Accelerate out the corners. So you turn. Now accelerate now. Yep. Okay, slow down, turn into the corner. Now start to accelerate. Like slow in, fast out, yeah? Okay, so turn. Now lean on the accelerator. There you go. Beautiful. Slow down.
40, 30.
Yeah, hard left, hard left. Yeah, now a little bit of accelerator. Right. Okay, now lean on the accelerator. Yeah, dude.
Put your brakes there.
Alright, last lap. Okay, so put a new coil in, and then we had to dig around in the dizzy for a little bit. The points weren't quite set right, so I guessed them, and it seems to run now. So we're going to keep thrashing it.
Sounds so good.
Hey.
Oh, just. That was.
Disgusting. Hey, I want that. I do admit it was pretty funny.
It was.
Not getting enough air.
It was funny. Oh, that's fair.
It was running nicer though when it is running.
Oh yeah, it was heaps nicer.
It's not coughing and spluttering anymore.
And it doesn't take as long to start up, like, or when it's working properly.
Whoops.
Stop.
That looks fine.
I don't know. I'll take it though.
I'll do it in just a second, Boomin.
Ah!
Clutch in.
Up.
Okay, start it up.
I stalled.
Go to reverse.
Clutch in.
Yeah, reverse.
Then.
Out the ditch. Oh, off we go.
Yeah.
Seatbelt. Oh, I didn't stall. It's good. nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Really want to run over that beach ball right now. G'day, evening, mate.
Oh, you still going?
Still going. Get out of the way.
Okay, stop. You won't make that. Just don't back into the trailer.
Hang on, which way is,
Which way do you want to go?
I want to go right, so I turn like that?
You want, so your nose will go
No,
that way?
I want to go that way.
Okay, so go this way. Just gently, because you've got a trailer behind you. Just ease out slowly. Clutch it. Stop.
Oh, made her.
You made it.
Put that back there, I can put that. Alright. I had my head out the window. The engine braking on this is really good. This is so good.
Wow, you're a maniac now.
So we all ended up having a pretty good time. It wasn't without fault. There was a loose earth wire for the points in the distributor. But a bit of a dodgy fix meant we were able to thrash the car for the rest of the day. Jump over to the Seconstage channel and we got some videos of actually pulling this car out of a tree and getting it up and running. And I've also got a great build series where these young lads are building their very own drift car, so definitely check that out. So this is Tommy Dunkhaus, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.